Alright, what's up people? This is SiTHFuRioN. Right now we're going to be checking out episode 6 of season 7 of Game of Thrones. It's called Beyond the Wall. And yes, I have got this video up really quick. A friend of mine contacted me and told me that it's been leaked again. I said, well, what's the quality like? Is there any timestamps this time? And he said, no, it's perfect. But don't upload it until the episode's been aired. But man, I am so eager to get this in. I really am. Okay, I'm not really going to do much of like a recap because we already know where we are. But I just need to kind of like voice my opinion on one or two subject matters. First and foremost, the whole thing with Arya and the note that she found in Littlefinger's bedroom. At first, I weren't too sure what the note was until I started editing and I could read it a bit, and then I did a bit of a Google search and found out what it is. It's what Sansa writ when she was at King's Landing, and she wrote it under pretty much distress from Cersei and everything, trying to get word back to Robb and everything. But when Catelyn read the message, she automatically just straight up knew that's not Sansa. But those words are Cersei's, you know what I mean? And Cat wasn't dumb enough to fall for it. But the problem is Arya going to be as smart as a mother to see through it? Because I think it was just a complete setup. It's Littlefinger's way of trying to stick a wedge in between Sansa and Arya. I just hope Arya isn't dumb enough to believe it, and she kind of sees through it and realizes that she's being played by Littlefinger. Maybe Bran will step in and well, not literally, but maybe Bran will come in and say, like, look, can't trust him, he set you up, blah, 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 blah. And that might spark the downfall of Littlefinger. I really think it's going to be one of the Starks that kills him. I really think it's going to be one of the Starks. I hope it's going to be Sansa, but I've got a feeling Arya's going to be the one to do it, because she ain't going to be like being fucked around with, you know what I mean? Of course, we've got Jon, who's gone up north now to get a White Walker to bring back. I personally think they're not going to be successful in bringing one back. I think it's going to be one of their own. I think one of the Magnificent Seven is going to die, and they'll end up bringing his body back. He'll come back as a White Walker, and they'll use that as proof to show Cersei and everything. And okay, one other topic that I felt like I need to kind of clarify, because there was quite a few comments and dislikes on my last video when I kind of brought it up, is Daenerys and her attitude and her actions by killing Billy Bones and his dad and everything. But in all honesty, like, long story short, I think it's just her character arc. I think they're building her up as this very confident, strong, dominant, powerful force, but they've set her up only for failure. You know, I think she's going to fail. She's going to hit a wall. She's going to lose one of her dragons. She's going to be involved in a battle that she's going to lose. I think she's going to have a moment of clarity where she says, I fucked up. I really have fucked up. I've been too confident, too big-headed, and I've underestimated my enemy. Yeah, I think that's going to happen. I think she's going to be brought down a peg or two. The only way a protagonist can be a better protagonist and be a better hero is to like make mistakes and learn from those mistakes. So if Daenerys is really the protagonist of the show, then she will make mistakes so she can learn from it and move on. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just felt like I needed to kind of clarify one or two things. I feel like I've been sat talking for fucking ages. Alright, we're going to get in this. I'm really excited, man. Episode 6. What is technically the episode 9 of this season. Because we have lesser episodes than we normally do, this is technically like episode 9. And just like every other episode 9, it's always a fucking big one. So I'm really excited to get in this episode. Let's go beyond the wall, people. Let's do this, man.
You alright?
Ever been north before?
Never seen snow before.
Beautiful, eh? I can breathe again. Down south, the air smells like pig shit.
You've never been down south.
I've been to Winterfell.
That's the north. How do you live up here? How do you keep your balls from freezing off?
You got to keep moving, that's the secret. Walking's good, fighting's better, fucking's best. Met this dragon queen, huh? And
she'll only fight beside us if I bend the knee.
Mans Raider was a brave man. Proud man. king beyond the wall never bent the knee. How many of his people died for his pride?
Okay, that is true. I think John will bend the knee eventually.
I wanted to join the Brotherhood, but you sold me off. Like a slave. Do you know what she did to me? She strapped me down on the bed, she stripped me naked.
Sounds all right so far.
And put leeches on me.
Was she naked too?
She needed your blood.
Yes, thank you, I know that.
Could have been worse.
She wanted to kill me. They would have killed me if it wasn't
But
for Davos.
they didn't, did they? So what you whinging about?
I'm not whinging.
Your lips are moving and you're complaining about something. That's whinging. This one's been killed 6 times. You don't hear him bitching about it.
I really do love the Hound, man.
I heard.
He was in the right, of course. Didn't make me hate him any less.
I'm glad he didn't catch you.
Me too.
John is actually tiny compared to everyone. He's the shortest one of them all.
Your father gave me this sword. Changed the pommel from a bear to a wolf. But it's still Longclaw.
What?
Look, Commander Moment. Thought you'd never come back to Westeros. But you are back. And it's been in your family for centuries.
Wow.
It's not right for me to have it.
I brought shame into my house. I broke my father's heart. I've forfeited the right to claim this sword. It's yours. It'd serve you well. And your children after you.
Oh, that's cool, man.
So I started shooting. And every shot, I had to go up there and get my one arrow and walk back and shoot it again. I wasn't very good. Finally, I hit the bullseye. Could have been the 20th shot, or the 50th, I don't remember. But I hit the bullseye, and I heard this. I looked up, and he's standing right here, smiling down at me.
Aw.
I knew what I was doing was against the rules. But he was smiling, so I knew it wasn't wrong. The rules were wrong. I was doing what I was meant to be doing, and he knew it. Now he's dead. Killed by the Lannisters. With your help.
Oh no.
What?
Oh, don't believe the fucking nerd.
They told me it was the only way to save Father.
And you were stupid enough to believe them. When they dragged Father to the block. I remember the pretty dress you were wearing. I remember the fancy way you did your hair.
You were there.
I was there. Standing in the crowd near Baelor's statue.
And what did you do? Did you come running to the rescue? Did you fight off the Lancers and save Father?
I wanted to.
But you didn't. Just like me.
I didn't betray him. I didn't betray Rob.
Oh,
I didn't
come
betray
on.
our entire family for my beloved Joffrey.
You should be on your knees thanking me. We're standing in Winterfell again because of me. You didn't win it back. Jon didn't win it back. He lost the Battle of the Bastards. The Knights of the Vale won the battle, and they rode north for me while you were off, where, travelling the world?
I was training.
Training. Well, while you were training, I suffered things you could never imagine.
Oh, I don't know about that. I can imagine quite a lot.
Oh man. So Sansa thinks she's the reason why they took back Winterfell. To a certain degree, she is right, but at the same time, like, she wouldn't have done it on her own.
Fuck off. They told me you were mean. Were you born mean, or you just said wild things?
I don't give 2 shits about wildlings. Gingers I hate.
Gingers are beautiful. You're kissed by fire. Just like you.
Don't point your fucking finger at me.
Oh, so fucking cool with them two.
I don't think you're truly mean. You have sad eyes.
You want to suck my dick, is that it?
Dick.
Cock.
Ah, dick. I like it.
Bet you do.
I have a beauty waiting for me back in Winterfell. Yellow hair, blue eyes. Tallest woman you've ever seen. Almost as tall as you.
Brienne of Tarth.
You know her?
You're with Brienne of fucking Tarth.
You do know her.
We've met.
I want to make babies with her.
How did a mad fucker like you live this long?
I'm good at killing people.
I like them too, man. I need more scenes of them two together.
Drogo, Jorah, Dario, even this Jon Snow, they all try to outdo each other. Who can do the stupidest, bravest thing?
It's interesting, these heroes you name, they all fell in love with you.
Jon Snow's fell in love with me.
Oh, my mistake. I suppose he stares at you longingly because he's hopeful for a successful military alliance.
He's too little for me. I didn't mean...
Ooh.
Yes, you'll need to be ruthless if you're going to win the throne. You need to inspire a degree of fear, but fear is all Cersei has. It's all my father had, and Joffrey. It makes their power brittle, because everyone beneath them longs to see them dead.
Yeah.
Aegon Targaryen got quite a long way on fear.
He did. But you once spoke to me of breaking the wheel. Aegon built a wheel.
Yep.
If that's the kind of queen you want to be, how are you different from all the other tyrants that came before you? My sister's likely to say something provocative. And you have been known to lose your temper from time to time, as all great leaders do.
When have I lost my temper?
Oh, wow, here we go.
Burning the Tarleys, for instance.
That was not impulsive. That was necessary.
How do we ensure your vision endures? After you break the wheel, how do we make sure it stays broken?
You want to know who sits on the Iron Throne after I'm dead? Is that it?
You say you can't have children, but there are other ways of choosing a successor. Your Grace, I saw hundreds of arrows fly towards you when you fought on the Blackwater Rush, and I saw hundreds of arrows miss. But any one of them could have found your heart and ended you.
You've been thinking about my death quite a bit, haven't you? Is this one of the items you discussed with your brother in King's Landing?
I'm trying to serve you by planning for the long term.
Perhaps if you planned for the short term, we wouldn't have lost Dawn and Highgarden. We will discuss the succession after I wear the crown.
Oh, could that be foreshadowing something? Could that be foreshadowing something? I really don't like that. It's like it's foreshadowing what's going to happen next season or something.
The bears have blue eyes.
Shit. What the fuck was that? Was it a fucking bear? The fuck? A White Walker bear. Oh no. The Hound is scared of fire, isn't he? Oh no. Come on, Hound.
Go on.
Thought for a second then that he was gonna die.
Yes, they turned their backs on Jon when it was time to retake Winterfell. Then they named him their king, and now they're ready to turn their backs on him again. How far would you trust men like that? Oh, bloody wind vanes. If they found out that I wrote that letter, a woman who's already married not one but two enemies of her house.
Wow, it is true. Fuck.
Perhaps Lady Brienne could help. And if one of you were planning to harm the other in any way, wouldn't she be honor bound to intercede?
She would.
Fucking Baelish, man. I really don't like him. I can't wait for him to die. I really can't wait.
Where's the rest of them? If we wait long enough, we'll find out.
Like it's a fucking scouting party. I can see this going so bad. Wow. John. What? Why is there one left? Oh, fuck me. Some Walking Dead type of shit. Oh, fuck. You need to move. I don't get why they all dropped dead and that one stayed standing.
Run back to Eastwood. Get a Raven to Daenerys. Tell her what's happened. I'm not leaving you. You're the fastest. Go, now!
But he has to run all the way back to the Eastwatch. What?